Ladies and gentlemen, today we would like to share you some of our experience on e-government by introducing the Stage 4 e-government program here in Taiwan. In the year 1998, Taiwan government started our Stage 1 e-government program, which aimed to integrate the internet into our government. And Stage 4 was the newest e-government program. In this program, we would like to integrate modern ICT technology, for example, cloud computing, mobile computing, and social networking into the government and try to rebuild the relationship between government and our citizens and people. The foundation of Stage 4 e-government program is built up on the success of prior three-stage e-government programs. From 1998, we first began our Stage 1 e-government program and started from 2005 to 2008. We tried to integrate mobile computing into government service, and from 2008 to 2011, we tried to break the last mile by making a direct delivery of the government service to our citizens and people. So from the 2009 to 2016, we will try to make Taiwan an intelligent Taiwan by integrating more ICT technology into the government service. So with the general guideline laid out by the Intelligent Taiwan campaign, we try to cope up with the central government reform in 2010 to 2013. We have expected that the Stage 4 e-government program will further increase citizen welfare and the government service quality. Through the program, we would like to deliver excellency and thus improve Taiwan's national competitiveness. Before the Stage 4 e-government program, we have accomplished some key e-government projects. In the center of our e-government project is our e-government portal. Now, citizens in Taiwan, through e-government portal, can access to various government services. And those government services have been reformed in the past decade to cope up with modern ICT technologies. The other major e-government project was first, the government service network, and the second is e-procurement service, which makes sure that every citizen can do business with government, and we have an e-tax service, which will make it easier for everybody to process their taxes with minimum effort. In order to make sure everybody can do exactly the same thing on internet, just like in physical world, we have promote the government certification authority, and we promote our citizens to use official document interchange so that most of the document can be transformed into digital format. And we have e-motor vehicle service, which make the motor vehicle management more easily and more effectively. And in order to make sure everybody was included in ICT and internet era, we have e-village project, which aim to bridge the digital divide in our islands. And we also have an e-job service to ensure that businessmen who need workers and workers who need a job can effectively match with each other. And Taiwan e-government programs from the first stage, which was concentrated on internet issue, we have tried to build up basic information and communication environment on the government based on the internet technology. And the second stage, we try to develop some government solution on ICT technology. So we try to make our service universal online. And then we have our e-Taiwan and U-Taiwan campaign, which based on these two campaigns, we try to provide superior e-government service. And now we get into the Intelligent Taiwan campaign. In the Intelligent Taiwan concept, we will try to use Web 2.0 technology to achieve more focused service, more proactive service, more grassroots, which meet the real needs of our people, and the service can be more sustainable. And now we concentrate on mobile device and Web 2.0 applications. And by doing that, we can expect that the performance of our government will be dramatically improved. So, why we want to do that? First of all, it's really a global e-government trend that have pushed us to do so. Now, there are certain trends happening globally for almost all the government in the world are doing exactly the same things. The first trend is using more and more mobile services. And government in the world are trying to develop more and more interagency cooperations. And they try to make their application more value added. They also try to utilize the great potential of cloud computing technologies. And they hope people, especially those citizens, can be interactively participate in the operation of government. And also, we would like to ensure the security and reliability on our online services. And there was another trend in the past several years called social networking, which has become the major channel for sharing government information. Now, according to our survey, more than half of our respondents are willing to network with government agency on their social networking account, which is quite encouraging. And 37% of the respondents, according to our survey, they agree that they will report major government announcements on their social networking account. So social network has become very useful tool and actually cheapest and most effective channel for us to directly communicate with the government and our people. In the past decade, internet usage has become a necessity. The household with internet usage is more than 85% in Taiwan. And more than that, people who are less than 40 years old have percentage of internet and computer usage more than 90%. So since most of the people in Taiwan are now using internet and computer, we try to promote the last 15% of people to use internet and make internet a tool that can be used by all the Taiwanese. So in the past several years, in order to bridge the digital divide, we were in the last stage of promoting free training courses for senior citizens because, as you can see in our statistic for people who are over 60 years old, the computer and internet usage is less than 60% only. Because most of those people, they live in remote area, and it's not easy for us to reach those people. So we have established a facility called Mobile Classroom. It's actually a minivan that carry computer to those people. So we are doing that to ensure that we can take education on the road and become a solution to remote regions. To ensure everybody in Taiwan that when they need a computer or internet access, they can get one, we have established a notebook borrowing program for every library in Taiwan, so that when people need computer, they can borrow computer from public library. And all the notebook can be connected to the internet. So people who, for some reason, are not able to have computers, they can always go to the public library nearby, borrow one, and use it. Based on all these e-training foundations, we have built up by previous e-government projects. In Stage 4 e-government program, we have an ambitious dreams. That is, our vision for the project. Our vision is we try to promote our e-government service without any boundaries. So service can be delivered to our people without any geographic or time barriers. So it will be a 24 hours, 7 days a week service platform. And by doing that, we would like to provide a better life for our people. Our goal is first, we try to make our service excellent by providing superior integrated service, and we try to make government operation more efficient by building green energy sharing environment. And we would like to further ensure that digital equality in our society. So we would like to promote equal access and participation in the internet. In order to do so, 5 state strategies have been established. The strategy 1 is creating a diversified service environment. Stage 2 is proactively delivering government information. Strategy 3 is consolidating resources for effective management. Strategy 4 is enhancing interactive trust linkage. And strategy 5 is effectively linked with social networks. So let's try to explain all these 5 strategies in more detail. The strategy will be proceed based on several major components. For external user, that is the government-provided public asset services, here we use a concept called DNA. D stands for devices. We would like to make sure that our government service can use multiple service channels. For example, portable mobile services, kiosk, or any kind of devices that was used by most people. And N stands for networks. We want to make sure that all government services will be upgraded into network environments. So it is not easy, not only computer networks, which is our broadband, optic fibers, wireless networks. We also would like to integrate our government service with social network too. And at last, A stands for applications. E-government application should be civic stakeholder oriented. And there are 3 critical features that we try to integrate in every application in our e-government project. The first is proactive outreach. In the past, the government service was in a passive mode, which means we have always waiting for people come to us instead of we go out to reach the people who need our services. And the second is focused group services. And the third is one-stop services. With these 3 service modes, the service will deliver directly to the people who need the service. We will no longer wait for people to come to government agent and ask for help. And we will provide services only to the people who need it. So that's why we try to provide focused services. And if something happens to our people, we hope that they can get the job done in one stop. He no longer need to go to different agents or even business to get his job done. So this is the idea about e-government program for external public service. And how about the internal operations? The management inside our governments. Started 2010, Taiwanese government had a government reform that we will modify organization structure in our central and local governments. With this effort, the e-government program tried to reform and integrate all the procedures currently are taken by local and central government. And we try to ensure that we can have internal integration on every government process, from agent to agent. We would like to ensure that they will share resources, especially those information with each other. And then we can encourage interagency cooperation between them. Also, we hope new e-government program will ensure fair participation from general public. So we will expand our user participation, and we will try to integrate more public opinion or allow local government to play more roles in development of government policy. And we also try to establish public-private participation partnership mechanism in our e-government programs. In order to do so, we have to set up 6 flagship projects for Stage 4 e-government project. The first flagship project is Government Crowd Application Services. Flagship Project 2 is the expansion of our core database. Flagship Project 3 is the proactive one-stop services. Flagship Project 4 is mobile e-government. Flagship Project 5 is integrated social networking. And the last, Flagship Project 6, is e-service delivered to the home. By applying all six flagship projects, we are hoping that we will have services without boundary, and we can provide better life to all citizens and people in the country. So what is our flagship 1 project? It's about government crowd application services. So from the basic, we try to build up infrastructures. In the infrastructure, we will have government ICT security crowd and government crowd data center and broadband network exchange and access to make sure our crowd services is reliable and can be utilized for most of the government agency to put them into the crowd environment. In the past environments, we have cross-agency service integration and exchange platform, so that every time when one government agent needs some information from another government agent, the platform can ensure that they can get it easily, quickly, and reliably. And then in the SaaS level, obviously, we have to transform, especially for those critical services, to people into a cloud computing architecture. So we will have to, for example, redevelop a government project management system. We will have a new disaster prevention and recovery system too. All these systems will be built up through the new cloud architectures. And flagship 2 project, we would like to expand our core databases. In the past, we have established 5 core databases in the GIS information systems. That is the Commerce and Industry database, the Administration database, Financial database, Traffic Supervision database, and Household and Conscription database. And the following 5 databases will be now integrated into the GIS. The first is health and welfare. The second is environment resources. The third is disaster prevention. The fourth is gender equality. The fifth is ocean development. In order to expand the core database, we will have to set up new data access center and a new information sharing guidelines between government agents. And we have to ensure that authorization and monitoring mechanism can work properly. And flagship 3 project is proactive one-stop services. In the past, the government agents just sit there and waiting for people to go there and ask for any help. Now we realize that we can establish a proactive service by identifying what kind of service is required by which people. And we also like to establish a proactive services platform for all our citizens, so they can enjoy our one-stop services. For example, we will establish proactive service platform called e-household. The e-household will ensure that everybody who have downloaded the e-household app can be identified proactively, and the information can be delivered to that person right at the time when he needs it. The system will proactively notify its user that what should be done and what kind of services he or she may need it. And we also provide another proactive services mode. Because you see, most of the people may not be willing or capable of accessing our platform. So we have established government employee organizer platforms, which will notify public servants what should be done, so they can provide those services to the people who need it. And flagship 4 project is mobile e-government. In Taiwan, more and more people are using their cellular phone as a major communication tool. But traditionally, most of the e-government services are based on personal computers. And you have to work with browsers. And now we try to transform them into app systems. So that means we have to make sure our service consistent with various types of different mobile phone operating systems. And we would like to make sure that our services can be delivered to various types of mobile device. And all these services have to incorporate with the GPS sensor, so that the service can be provided in location-based system concept. And flagship 5 project is integrated social networks. Well, in the previous e-government program, we have established some government social networking pilot projects. Even though at the very beginning, we believe that social networking was an easy case. But we now realize that compared to other flagship projects, this one might be a much difficult project for us. Because basically, this project will change the basic idea of government. So in order to accomplish the flagship 5, we first developed a government 2.0 operation and adaptation programs. And then we try to establish some government social network pilot services for those government agents who are serving the general public. And then we will promote Web 2.0 adoptions in government agents which serve the public directory. And then we will finally establish agency social networking frameworks for all government agencies in Taiwan. And we try to make government service that is more close to our citizens. So we try to bring our government e-service to their home. So in stage 4 e-government project, we try to put more family-related services in the e-government application. The first one, we try to develop new disaster prevention system and release needed information to our people. And we try to provide more social security to our people, and healthcare is always considered vital to our citizens. Since Taiwan now is an aging society, so household care for elderly people has become a so critical application, and so does the social welfare and job information. All this information are people who most care about. So all these services will be integrated into platform and become a mobile service too. The platform will interchange policy and household officers and social workers and nurses and the head of village or neighborhood. And we also want to integrate the retired government employee to be our volunteer so that those people can be our citizen service representative to help government to deliver those e-services into people's home. So altogether, it becomes our dreams for our imagination for future government processes. And we hope in the year 2016, we will proudly present that in Taiwan, our government has more effective and efficient services that provide to our people. And that is our Stage 4 e-government project. So thank you for your attention. Thank you.